You're not weak. You're just ignoring the stronger version of yourself. Let's get into this, man. What up, fellas? What up, fellas? Peace fighters. Welcome to another episode of Next Round. Thanks a lot for rocking with me. I'm Anthony, and I'm grateful to have you here, y'all. We're going to get straight up into this. We're going to be talking about strength. Us as men, we pride ourselves on strength, right? It started when we were small. When we were with our friends, you're like, how many push-ups you can do? And if you can do, you do them half-done push-ups, and it's like you got that curve in your back, and you're trying to do the push-ups, so you do like 5, or you could do 6, and then your friend could do 7. And then the whole name of the game is to see who can do 10 straight. And as we get older, we test our strength by who we can lift up. Can we lift up our homeboy? Can we lift up our sisters? And could we lift up somebody around us? And then we'll do it by the legs, and then some we lift up under their arms, and then some you lift up by the collar. Like, see, I told you I'm strong. And then as we get older than that, when we hit our teenage years and our prime years of life, or our pre-prime years of life, where we test our strength, the gym. And so we want to see how much we can bench, how much we can curl, how much we can dip, how much we can deadlift. All these things all mean strength to us. And the thing is that a lot of us as men, when we take stumbles in life, or we take just stumbles out there in real life, when we just hit the ground hard, like that dude you see, he'll take a hard hit, or he'll fall or whatever. And you'll be like, bro, you okay? He just pops up. Nah, I'm good. It ain't hurt. But then you see him still limping, right? And so we got to bring this to us in our operation of life, our daily lives. What I'm talking about is the strength you want is already in you. We're looking for this strength where we're going through some stuff and we're trying to figure out, man, how am I going to get out of this? Man, I don't know if I got anything left in me. We all feel that way. I know almost every man has felt that way. When the pressures of life stacks up on your shoulders and you're like, man, I don't know what more I got. I don't know what more to do. And then it's like you're at this space, and you could let me know if you ever been in this space where you're just like, man, I just feel empty. And so every man's been there. Every man's been there. And we want to wake up that dormant version of yourself, that part where you feel you don't have strength, or you don't know if you got the strength. We want to wake that up. But every man has that version of himself. Every man, he just keeps pretending like he doesn't see it. That version of himself where he just feels like, he feels like he doesn't have that strength. And you can be focused. You could be a focused man. You could be a disciplined man, a dangerous man. The one who's always showing up when life is falling apart. That's you. You're that man, right? But disappears the moment when things get comfortable. When things are in a chill state, you're like, okay, I don't know if I can do anything. I don't know if I can do this. And that version of you isn't imaginary. It's not. A lot of us may think that, some people call it imposter syndrome, but it's there. But that person, that man, that inner man who has that strength, he's dormant. That man, he's waiting for you to stop living like your potential is optional. That man, that's that inner strong man, right? I know some of you have gotten there where you've had to take care of things in the family. Your name was always called up. Call Brad, he'll take care of it. Call Lonnie. Yeah, Lonnie know what to do with that. Call Ryan. Ryan knows how to handle that. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing none of this. Call Marcus. Marcus can do that. And you're getting tired of your name getting called. And how many of us, you say, man, I don't think I have it in me anymore? How many of you said that within this month, this week? Some of you may have said it yesterday. Some of you may have just said it earlier today. And it's when life punches us in the mouth, punches us in the mouth, definitely. It could be a breakup, a bad breakup. It could be a job loss. You got that pink slip, your supervisor, and they just let you know, hey, listen, thank you for your time, but we're going to be letting you go, like so many people are dealing with right now. Or, like many of us, the bills are stacking up. No matter whether we have our jobs or if they let us go, those bills don't pause because you don't have a job. They keep coming and they come fast. Just like, as we know, you pay this bill and you're like, wait, I just paid you 2 weeks ago. Come on, it's like you just pop up out of nowhere. And so a lot of us, we feel like suddenly we can become everything we swore we couldn't be. When those bills start stacking up and everything start happening, it's just when our backs are against the wall, gentlemen. That's when we become consistent, we become driven, we become sharp, we become disciplined. That's where we are. And that strength is not new. That strength is not new. That strength was unlocked by necessity. I know some of you have been in that space where you felt like, yo, my back was against the wall, and just when I was at no place to go, I couldn't turn to my left, couldn't turn to my right. I couldn't call nobody, but out of nowhere, some way, somehow, you found the strength within. It was that strength that was dormant, right? When your wife or your lady was pregnant and you couldn't get to the hospital, like, all right, she's letting you know, yo, this bread is about to come out the oven. I'm about to pop. And then you pull over and you the one who delivered your little one. Or when somebody, mom or dad, got sick in the family, and then you got the brothers and siblings and everybody else, they pull off. Mind you, these are the same parents that looked out for your siblings. These are the same parents who looked out for others in the family. But here it is, when they got sick, nobody showed up. And it's you who said, I don't know if I can do this. Now, you showed up in a way that you couldn't believe. Or some of you are caretakers of your parents or your siblings, and you are the one who got to wipe them. You're the one who got to clean them thoroughly. When everybody else said, oh, yeah, I would be there, but, But everybody's just telling you, hey, man, I salute you for the work you're doing. Yeah, well, it'd have been great if you be here to help me. How many of you have been there? But it was just in that moment, in that time, when you get that strength that you didn't know you had. I'll get one up to you. Talking with a guy on my show one time, Kyle Jetzel. Shouts out to him. Peace to my man Kyle. His wife, Shelly, she passed away from COVID, and at the height of COVID, whenever it was just ravaging families. The both of them got COVID. However, if he's listening, hopefully you're not mad at it, Kyle. But the both of them caught COVID. However, he nursed himself back, and he was helping to nurse her back. But unfortunately, she passed away from COVID. Now, Kyle and his wife, they have 4+ children. I believe they have 6. And now Kyle became a single dad without his wife there. And he had to gather this inner strength that he did not know he had. This strength that was dormant. He was used to being a physical guy and everything, because that's how he grew up, from where he grew up in Dallas. But it was different when now he had to exude this strength. That's that part of him he didn't know he have. He didn't know he had that. He said himself at one point when I spoke with him, he said, man, I don't know if I have this in me. When he just sat and he was like, God, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I got this in me to go and take care of these kids and look after them by myself. But it was that dormant man. It was that dormant man within that was like, yes, you can. There's a strength here that you can bring out. Yes, there's a strength here that if you just stay consistent and stay focused, you'll be able to help raise these children. And he has. His oldest ones are off and married and doing things. Got his youngest ones. I think they're about, at the time of this, they're about, I bet, probably below 18 or something like that. But he took care of them. And he said it. He discovered a side of a side and a strength of himself he did not know he have. None of us will know that. I've been in those moments when I had to take care of family members when it was the moment called for it. I could have just said, no, this is not for me. Y'all can get a nurse or whatever to do that. But I couldn't do that. I had to step in and take care of them. And it wasn't voluntarily. It was just involuntarily. It was just instinct, gentlemen, that we have that kicks in when we want to take care of those that we love and care about. Instinct. Just like what it is with your kids. If your kid falls off of something and their bone is out, is protruding, Yeah, you as a dad, you're not thinking, all right, let me get this, let me get that. All right, let me make sure I get a blanket. No, instinct kicks in, is that strength. Like if you was that once dormant father and you just sitting back like, okay, you're at the park and you're chilling and they're like, all right, yeah. But then when you hear daddy or you hear your child scream, watch, is that instinct that kicks in, that strength you didn't know you had, that kick that you get your child, scoop them up. Look, F the ambulance, let's go. Put them in the car, and I'm flying through whatever I got to do. I got to fly through red lights. If the police coming for me, let them follow behind me. We're going to have a high-speed chase to this hospital to take care of my child. That's the dormant man that was there. And fellas, what you must understand, your strongest self isn't built in the future. He's buried under your excuses today. He's buried under your excuses today. The excuse of, I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I'm capable of doing that. Maybe that's not my space. That's not my time. How many of you at your job right now, there's a spot for you to lead? You knew there were times when you could have just led a certain thing because you saw things were going off the rail. And it wasn't trying to show nobody up. You just saw like, nah, this is going off. This is wrong. This doesn't make any sense. But at some point you decided, nah, I'm not going to do that. Because I don't want somebody to think that I'm running things. I don't want somebody to think that I'm better than them. Excuses. And you keep that you keep that man of strength. You keep him buried. You keep him locked away. And so you became a shell of yourself. You have become a shell of yourself. And so you stayed in comfort. Comfort made that dormant side of you stay dormant. So here's what we got to do at this point. For you to bring that inner strength, that man with that inner strength out, what we want to do, we want to remove comfort that kills urgency. Growth needs friction. That's what a lot of you do. You shy away from friction. You shy away from conflict. And I'm not talking about getting an argument conflict. No. I'm talking about fighting for what you believe. Fighting for what you want. That's what you're shying away from. So here's the thing. You keep comfort that keeps the dormant alive, the dormancy alive. So remove comfort that kills your urgency. I'm sure a lot of you can say, man, if I would have just jumped on this opportunity right away, if I would have done this right away, if I'd have hit this right away, and I would just hit that mark right away, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Also, do something hard every day. Prove you still have teeth, man. Do something hard. If that means you're going to have to speak up in the meeting when everybody else is staying dormant and staying quiet, when you got the leadership or whatever saying, does anybody have anything to say? Anybody got any questions to ask? Yeah, I do. Why are we doing this? Maybe if we try this a little bit different, But you're going to have coworkers and friends like, bro, I wouldn't do that. But this is why they ask. So now you got to wonder, is this a rhetorical question or is this a real question you're asking us? Also, move like the man you want to become, not the one you're tolerated. Not the one you've been tolerating for so long. Move like the man you want to become. Who is that man you want to become? Is it that you want to be a more involved dad? Is it that you want to be that man who could finally say, has some boundaries around friends, around your spouse or whoever, that you say, nah, we're not doing that. You have some boundaries with your kids that you tell them no. And if they get mad and they get fussy, hey, life is life. They're going to have to understand. In this life, you will deal with no's. And if you can't handle it now, when you grow older, God bless you. But no, move like the man you want to become. You've been tolerating the man who's dormant for far too long. You've been tolerating the man who just lets things slide by far too long. You've been tolerating the man who just let disrespect hit him left and right far too long. And I'm not saying you got to go out there and squabble with people. I'm not saying that, because that could put you in trouble. And you can either put yourself in trouble or you can be in trouble. And there's two differences. You can be in trouble when you're going to squabble with the wrong person. And they put you through a brick wall. But You got to move like that man you know you should be. So who is he? Where is he? And I'm asking you, can you bring him out of the dormancy and bring him to light? Don't let another year, don't let another month go by and this man is just staying dormant. Because at some point, a lot of you men have given up. And that man who got that inner strength that's within him, has been there for God knows how long, you've kept him subsided. It's time to start feeding that. Feed that inner beast within you. Feed him so he can start coming out. Not saying be the beast of a jerk. I'm not talking about you be a clown and you be you be that. I don't want you to be that. But there's a beast within you that you give yourself a challenge to take up. So give yourself a daily challenge. Even if it's a small one, give yourself a daily challenge. Instead of just sitting there with comfort. Comfort is killing us, gentlemen. Comfort is destroying us. Comfort is making us lose. Comfort has made the whole system that is against us, made us feel this way. And we're loving it. Yes, if you don't believe there's a system out there designed to make men just feel comfort and feel dormant, boy, you have another thing coming. And I can go into that, but we'll go into that another time. It is working. So when are you ready to jump out of your comfort and start bringing that man that has been dormant for so long, and you bring him to the light? We're waiting for you. We're waiting for him. We would love to see him. I would love to see him. Yo, fellas, thanks a lot for rocking with me. And as always, please go ahead, like and subscribe. And whether you win or lose, the fight is not over. There's always the next round. I'm Anthony. We're going to check you up on the next time. I'll see you, y'all.